Now just saying, just like I believe he deserves coach of the year. Like Sam Darnold, that defense, JS, like they man, I think they should be the Super Bowl favorites. As of right now, there's no team that should be able to beat them from head top to bottom. I like and I love the Rams to come out. I don't think the Rams can do it. Now they walked them down, but it gave Sanders some confidence. I think that alone with how the Seahawks are playing and the position they put themselves in, I think Buddy first year head coach of that team. I think Buddy. I don't know his name, but Seattle's head coach he definitely went coach of the year this year, in my opinion. It's a lot of, like I said, it's been tough. It's a lot of Ben Johnson. He did a hell of a job this year. The Bears. Who else? Shaman Bay. He kept the Rams afloat, keep them
Mm,
fighting. You see what I'm saying?
mm.
That'd be a good one. They had a lot of ups and downs this season. They ain't know that Matt Stafford's gonna be playing. How much he's gonna play coming into the back injury. So I still give
Bro,
Seattle head coach.
only reason I disagree, like I'm not mad at him if he win it. He's a high candidate, but it's definitely not a runaway, and it's because I think this has been Kyle Shanahan's best coaching job as well. They was one game away from the number one seed against Seattle that last game. They lost, but if you look at San Francisco's year, the injuries on both Joe, oh, come on, bro, Nick Bosa, fucking damn the linebacker, Fred Warner, offensive lineman, then Trent Williams go down late in the season. Yo, starting quarterback missed damn near half the season and to still be in position to where you was almost the number one seed, no Brandon Ayuk, Kittle out, weapons up and down. All you had was Christian McCaffrey, and to put on this coaching display, I think this been Kyle Shanahan's finest hour. So
That's okay. My real quick, Walt. I hear you, and I don't hate it, but Cal Shanahan has been. I mean, bar injuries. Cal Shanahan has been to bowls. He's been to conference championship games. Now, granted, with this year, you talk about this year, I
I
give
don't like
the
that, bro. It
injury
ain't
to.
it ain't it ain't be, it
Hold
ain't
on, hold on,
best
hold on. No,
new
no,
coach.
no. I didn't say about his best
Uh,
new coach. But I'm saying the new coach beat the team you talking about to get the number one seed. We
mm.
talk about that coach. We ain't talking about you talking about Simon Bay. We talking about that guy that you talking about. I believe the team that beat the coach that you talking about, he deserves it because he's his first year at that position. Hell, Kyle Shanahan, how long Kyle Shanahan been with Seattle? How much
that
more?
was this his second year, bro. You keep saying his first year.
Okay, second year. My bad. I'm thinking Pete Carroll. I'm thinking he took a year off. That's what keep fucking me up. I think Pete Carroll goddamn came in the next year with the Ravens. That's me. But even still, though, I think Cal Shanahan. I give you coming from. But I think Buddy edged him out because he beat him in the game. Now if he would have beat him in that game to get that one seed, then I'm talking about something totally different. I'll say you drama, you 100% on point. But second year, got Sam Donald looking like something we ain't seen before. We seen him play good, but I'm talking about adverse moments. You see what I'm saying? I just think Buddy deserves it. I ain't mad at Cal Shanahan at all.
Yeah, and like I said, even with Kyle Shanahan, that's just it's so many candidates, bro. Mike Vrabel, nobody seen the Patriots fucking. It's. I mean, Sean Payton got an argument. Like it's a lot of candidates, bro. It's a lot of candidates, but I'm gonna let you take a walk. No, we can't hear you. All right, but yeah, man, it's a lot of good candidates, man. I just don't like sometimes with these awards, bro. It's like voters we looking for the new hot thing to give it to, as opposed to some like you just brought up. Kyle Shanahan been in Super Bowls, he been great and all this other stuff. Yeah, and he was in better situations with his roster and all that. Like sometimes I think we be in a rush to want to give it to the new guys. Sometimes we get played out. We're giving it to somebody who we already know is great. You feel me?
Yeah, I think it depends on what your criteria is. Because what you just said is the point I was going to try to make. I think anytime a new guy comes in and has a hot year, we throw all like context to the side and give it to the new guy. But obviously, you can't argue against Mike McDonald. Like he's obviously been great. Like I think they had 10 wins in his first year, then 14. That's amazing. But the way Ben Johnson and Mike Vrabel turned around those franchises needs to be studied. Like, well, more so Mike Vrabel, because I think the Bears did win like 5, 6 games last year. But the way they've turned shit around should be studied. But I'm glad you mentioned Sean Payton. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm kind of at Sean Payton with it because I'm like Mike McDonald did get one seed, so so did Sean Payton. So I got Sean Payton.
Hold on.
AJ.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to wait for him to get AJ Muto screen, bro.
Say what?
Muto screen. We was getting all your backdrop in. That's all. Go ahead,
But
Walt.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got Sean Payton, bro. But I think I do think it's an interesting question because I
Sean
think you
Payton.
can make a case for several people. What's Liam? What's his last name?
Not Cole,
Jaguars.
not yeah, Nielsen, something like that. The
Not Ryan
Jaguars.
Nielsen. I can't think of his name. Sorry, but
Oh yeah, the
how they
Hold
Jaguars.
would
Yeah,
you
they
on.
have a
coach.
case?
That's a
They
good
were
one.
one game. Like if things went the way they needed it to on Sunday, they would have been the one seed. So it's so many ways you could go.
Liam Cohen. Yeah, I was right. Liam Cohen. I should have
There
seen
we
the
go.
person.
There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he got a claim to fame as far as it
Yes.
goes. So
Yes.
it's just been a great year. It's been a down year for the quality of football, in my opinion. But it's been an up year for the coaches. Like I agree with you on Kyle Shanahan. Like, and you really played it cool with Kyle Shanahan because I'm like, it was way more players out. Way like we used to look at Juwan Jennings as a wide receiver 3 or 4. He's been wide receiver 1. Ricky Purcell just came back like 3 weeks ago, and then he got hurt again.
Missed again. Yep.
Yeah, so granted, you have had McCaffrey, but Kittle hasn't played the whole season. Like you said, Trent Williams is not the only offensive lineman that's been down. Your best 2 defensive players down. You got rid of Ward. I can't remember if that was last year or this past year, but and then like you said, the Purdy thing. Mac Jones played his best football this year. He played his best football this year. So I think Kyle Shanahan got to claim to
What's
fame too. I really
what's
do.
the, okay? Real quick. What's the what do y'all put into like coach of the year? Like what? But I know
That's what I
injury
asked
players
too.
like the coaches. Jeremiah said that the difficulty for wide players you got have available throughout the season. What else? Record
Yeah, you
improvement
but you I think you got
from
to get
the year
down to the
before.
nitty gritty with coach of the year. Like you got to watch that one game where it's 17-9, and you know at some point you got to go for two and just watch how that coach break that down. You know, and there are no games where they won in spite of you. You know what I'm saying? Like the close games, you were just as big in those games as the players were. That's what going to coach of the year for me,
Right.
and that's
Right.
why I feel a Kyle Shanahan. But that's really
Exactly.
why I go like Sean Payton. Honestly, that's why I go
And
Sean
see,
Payton because he not going. Sean Payton is not going to fumble a game for you. He did in New Orleans, but I ain't seen him do it in Denver. And Mike, to your credit, AJ, Mike McDonald hasn't done that either.
nah,
I
yeah.
ain't gonna hold you. I think that
Hold on.
this why go into consideration to me is like his team will beat all them teams in my opinion.
You said what?
I think his team will beat all those teams. I think Seattle will beat if they line it up. They'll beat Denver. They'll beat Jacksonville. Who else? They beat
I don't know
they
why
beat
you.
49ers.
Yeah, you must have forgot who their quarterback is. You must have forgot their quarterback almost threw that shit away against the Rams.
Uh,
Like
And you see that they won that damn game. That's why I think that's why I'm so convinced for the Seahawks. Cause I thought I don't know. I was thinking that
yeah, and you
I ain't saying that
AJ, you
y'all.
saying they could beat all of them teams, but they lost to the Niners and they lost to the Rams and they ain't play nobody else.
what I'm saying they split with the Niners, and the Niners was had hella niggas on injury reserve that game. Like it was a second and third string clinic, and they went out there and beat Seattle in that game. That's and when I'm talking
I
about
forget about that game.
Shanahan,
That's a getting okay. Now, okay, when you say shit like that, I get that.
They did
So
beat
now
Jacksonville
I
though.
who go ahead, Jake. I
so,
mean, I ain't you go
no,
ahead.
it just I might have one more point about Shanahan, and I wanted to leave it alone for my end. Fuck, that shit just left my head. Damn. That's gonna blow me, man. My bad, my bad. I totally forgot my point I was about to make. Um, but like you said, when you trying to figure out what goes into the coach of the year and shit like that, I don't have a specific criteria. I thought that's why the conversation was so interesting because it's a lot of different criteria you can use this specific year because it's been a lot of exceptional coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, the 49ers with a banged up offense went like over a month without punting the ball. It's Kyle Shanahan, bro. He's scheming that shit the fuck up, bro. like,
Okay, this is my
like
thing with this is my thing with Kyle Shanahan, and I see and give him his praise, rightfully so. But I seen that man in the big game fuck some shit up.
Man, we talking
So
about
it's
coach
hard.
of the year, bro.
No, no,
We
no.
talking
Here,
about coach of the year.
listen to what I'm saying about what I say. I'm not a big guy in the way he is. You can pick who you want to pick. That's fine. I'm not saying I say I give it. I understand. But with me and Kyle Shanahan, I seen Kyle Shanahan get to these big games and not deliver with leads in fourth quarters and not deliver. So with me, it's like he got to show me more of what he told Jeremiah to be convinced. Yeah, that's cool. That's great. I think Kyle is that good of a coach to do what he did this year. So I'm not too surprised. Kudos to him. Tip your hat out to him. But I gotta see Kyle Shanahan put a ring in this fucking air. I gotta see him put a ring in his finger. He's that
what
good of a coach.
what they got to do with this year's coaching job,
I
AJ?
just said that. I just again. I'm speaking on me.
All
I'm not
right.
saying that. I'm saying me this year because of that. It's like I'm looking at me. Okay, what's my criteria with my coach year? I look at your past. If you're doing something that I think you can do, then I'm not going to reward you for doing something I think you can do. I'm saying I'm not. I never said I think Cashman is a great coach. I always did. Never thought he was nothing less. But I always thought that he always left it to be desired. What if he had this hell of a year and he's one done the playoffs this year? Are y'all still sitting the same table and saying coach of the year?
Yes, bro, because we don't
Right.
hold what nobody did before or did. None of these niggas have Super Bowl. Kevin
But
Stefanski won that bitch twice
I do
with
though.
no playoff wins. You feel me? Like, but we talk about Kyle Shanahan because he lost in the fucking Super Bowl. Like, no, bro,
Twice. But fourth quarter leads.
bro,
I'm just
he
saying
was
that.
he was
That's
not
but
the
that's
head
but
coach of Atlanta,
that's my
bro.
that's hold on. But that's my criteria though. Like I said, y'all don't have your criteria. Oh, y'all don't know y'all criteria, or everybody criteria is different,
So
right?
your
My
criteria is you can't have no prior fuck ups. If you fucked up in your opinion before, now this year, no matter what you do, it don't exclude it till you win. That go for all these niggas, right? I
what
want to
I'm
be
saying
clear.
is this. What I'm saying. Let's be clear. What I'm saying is so be clear. I will reward the head coach that I feel has the most improvement and go along in the recipe of coach of the year. Like I said, Cal Shanahan, like I said, he impressed y'all, and he had a impressive season for sure. But I think Cal Shanahan is a great coach. You see what I'm saying? If we take everything away, I would pick Cal Shanahan then all these coaches. Steph might be shocked like the Tommy Bay, maybe. You see what I'm saying? I think Cal is like that. But it's like Cal, like you, I ain't gonna put you in the same category as these niggas. You've been there, done that. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You fine, you like that. So no, I'm not saying he don't deserve nothing, but I've seen him be great as a coach, and I've seen him be in moments where like, damn, Cal, you got this is your new threshold to get over. This is your hump to get over. You see what I'm saying? I put him over the other head coaches because there's history.
Okay,
Well, if
That's
that's the case,
that's
what big
me.
game is Mike McDonald won?
that's what I'm saying. That's why
But
I'm like,
I don't hold McDonald to the that's my point. I don't hold him to same standard as a Cal Shanahan or Andy Reid. Them boys is different, in my opinion.
I guess
Mike
we'll have to
McDonald,
revisit this in about
let's
two
do it. I'm
weeks.
just let's come up with our criteria and then do it from there. Then, fuck everybody gonna be everybody should gonna be different
I gave you mine. I said you need to have something to do with the wins. Like it shouldn't just all be the players. You should have some. You should have a big hand in the wins. I should be able to see your imprint in the wins.
for sure. I see the imprint on homie change the coach in Seattle. I didn't think Seattle be this good. Their defense is balling. They got like I said, they got Sam Darnold. Look like he got them come up with releasing his
Sam
demons.
Darnold looked the same way last year.
I don't think so. I think it was. I think if that same that was last year,
He
they lost
literally
season.
went
They were like
14
four
and 3
nine.
last year.
No,
literally.
but listen, how they finished though? You had a good season for sure, but how they didn't finish strong as they doing right now. That's why he got the fuck on. He won 4-3 and lost his job. That gonna tell you right in there what's up.
First off, the team is better because he tried to do the same thing. Only reason he's out of there is because he had a game to either be the number one seed or be playing on the road in the playoffs, and he went out there and played like shit. Then the following week went to the fucking playoffs in LA and played like shit. That's why Sam Darnold's not there. He tried to do the same
Exactly.
thing that Seattle's defense. I don't know if you realize how good Seattle's defense is. This nigga threw 4 picks in the game and tried to give it up. And
That's
Seattle's
true.
defense wouldn't allow it. Like, so yeah,
I'm
Sam
not. I
Darnold
ain't
this
saying. I'm
did
not
that.
saying Sam Dunn the coach of the year. I mean, player of the year. I'm giving the credit. But everything you saying is why I'm looking at the head coach like, damn, you keep them boys in it. Your quarterback threw 4 picks. Keep putting the defense in situations. The guy that lose the game still became that. That's why I look at the coach. I get the credit to the coach. I ain't saying Sam Dunn the best thing, but he looked like he did better than last year. What it's saying what Minnesota could do for him.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna leave the coaches alone, man. Well, actually, no, man. Since we're on the topic of coaches, we got some coaches who have been fired. We have some coaches who are speculated to possibly be fired. Others plan for their coaching for their lives right now in the playoffs. So let's just go through some of these coaches, man. As we know, Raheem Morris has been fired. Um, my bad. I should have had the list of firees in front of me. Um, but two prominent coaches that are being rumored to be on the hot seat or being out with their teams. Matt LaFleur, who will be playing this weekend, and John Harbaugh, who will not be playing this weekend. Do y'all feel like those two coaches, their jobs should be in jeopardy?
No. Well, John Harbaugh, yes.
Matt
I just
LaFleur,
think,
Green Bay coach.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the Green Bay coach.
but I
That's
just think,
interesting. Go ahead, Walt.
I just think John Harbaugh is a good coach, but I just think that shit has ran its course now. Like it's time for Baltimore to just head another way. I think he should still be one of the top candidates if he chooses to keep coaching Atlanta. But yeah, I'm fine with it. Matt LaFleur, I cannot even believe that his name is floating around like this. Like
That's
he
crazy.
has a. I'm not gonna get into Jordan Love too much. I'm not the biggest fan. He has a quarterback that's only good when everything is good. The only time Jordan Love is good is when everybody's healthy, when the defense is rolling. That's the only time he's good. And that offense, like even the games where Jacobs doesn't look like Josh Jacobs, they still run it effective enough. We still don't know who their number one receiver is when what's his name? What's his name? When Christian Watson is
Christian
out.
Watson.
We forget Tucker Kraft has been out for weeks. And
Yeah.
Musgrave just upgraded like he's tight end one. I think it is insane that Matt LaFleur is on the hot seat, but I hope the Bears blow them boys out and Matt LaFleur come back to Atlanta. So yeah, John Harbaugh, he should be gone. Not the hot seat. He should be fired. It should be more like y'all know those mutual firings though. It should be more like that. And LaFleur should not even be near the hot seat. Nowhere near it.
Um,
Uh,
I
go
agree with
ahead.
everything. What I agree with everything Walt just said. I don't understand why Matt LaFleur. I don't know if he pissed people off in the upper offices or what, the higher ups. I don't know if he pissed them off or what, but I don't think his name should be nowhere near getting fired or losing his coach. But if he was to lose his job, I don't see no problem. He don't got that Timo Lamar in motherfucking Baltimore. So I do believe John Harbaugh. I agree with you saying everything you said. Well, and I go a step further. I think yeah, I believe the kicker helped goddamn not fuck John Harbaugh up, but help fucking Mike Tomlin because I would put Tomlin on that list as well. I agree with that you said from the
Yes.
standpoint it should be a
Agreed.
Mhm.
mutual decision to leave. I think both them coaches. I think they ran its course. I think their voice is just too old in the locker room. Not for as old as age, but old as been there too long. Same message. I think both the organization and head coaches would do a whole lot better if they both would just go separate ways, get new fresh air from somewhere else. John Harbaugh, love him to death, but it's no way in hell we should be here right now. The defense has been worse and worse every year. It just seems like it's like we get close, but this year showing we was so far off. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm pissed that the kicker missed that damn field goal to win the game. 44 yards, you gotta make 44-yard field goals in the NFL to win football games, especially the damn playoffs. There's no, I don't give a fuck what happened in that damn game prior to that. You supposed to game on the line, money on the line, you gotta make that deliver. Fuck everything else. And the defense just haven't played that well to me in the Baltimore. It's been times with the Baltimore Ravens defense supposed to have, made stops, but they gave up big plays or gave up a bigger play enough to continue a drive. So you know what I'm saying, ultimately get more points on the board and shit like that. I just think he brings a course. I think Lamar would be better off. The team would be better off with, somebody that was credible head coach. You know what I'm saying, that can get them boys rejuiced up and keep them going. And same thing with Mike Tomlin. So that's what I got to say about getting fired and whatnot.
Yeah.
As far as Matt LaFleur, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing to talk about. I don't even understand the reports. I don't. It's beyond me. You feel me? Um, Harbaugh, they have this stat, man, that if a quarterback and coach combination don't win a Super Bowl within their first 6 years, it's never happened after that. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
I don't
stupid.
think I don't think him and Lamar was destined to win one together. Now we can go back and forth over who's to blame for some of those losses and failures. I think that he's a product of some of the bad decisions as far as offensive coordinators. I don't think they've had very good coordinators and very good um, just very good. They don't work well together with Lamar. A lot of the coordinators, it just hasn't been a great flow. And then you couple that with the fact that we can never get 60 minutes of great football from Lamar in a big game. You feel me? Um, all of those are reasons why it's definitely time. You know what I'm saying? And Sean McDermott is in the same position up in Buffalo. If he don't win with Josh Allen this year,
Mm.
what are we talking
Yeah,
about?
I
So
agree. That's a good one.
it's you have to win when you have these quarterbacks that people view as winners, and then your leash is long but short. It's long because of his reputation, his tenure, and that he's won. But it's time to go, man. It's time to go. Now
Yeah.
let's get to the game itself. Baltimore Pittsburgh, as AJ said, game came down to a missed field goal. Just like you say, with the game on the line of playoffs, you got to hit that. I feel the same way about Boswell. You can't miss an extra point, bro. You too clutch of a kicker. It shouldn't even been in that position. But what's your overall take of that game, and then we'll move on to the playoffs.
Oh, I'll go first. Um, I think the I hate saying the better team because I really think they're equally bad, but I guess the team that deserved it more. One, I've been seeing a lot of people say that too, but that's just how I view it. I think Pittsburgh has played way harder than Baltimore has this year, and I'm a piggyback off my boy Akeem Talib. I don't really believe in the football guys, but I do believe a lot of superstar players in the NFL and NBA, but I'm just talking about the NFL. They be taking OTAs and training camp and shit for granted. Like, oh, I'm not gonna play in the preseason. Oh, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. It's like, bro, AJ, I know you can attest to this. You played against a nigga before that you heard about all week in film. He was gonna do this, he gonna do that. But in your head, you like this nigga still gotta line that shit up. At the end of the day, preseason favorites is cute. What you did last year is cute. Like you said, MVPs are spectacular. I'm just talking about Lamar, offensive player of the year, Derrick Henry. But at the end of the day, you got to line that shit up and play 11 on 11. I think Baltimore skated through their offseason and felt like I feel like Baltimore, I want y'all to chime in on this part specifically. I feel like Baltimore was like, we only lost to the Bills because Mark Andrews dropped the pass. They ignored the turnovers. They ignored the drops. They ignored Josh Allen only threw for 127 yards that game. He only threw for 127, bro. He didn't have no big ass game. So I think they ignored the defense. I think they said, if Mark Andrews catches that, we go to the Super Bowl. That's what their offseason looks like to me.
Can I respond to that real quick? You said you
Yeah, for
wanted
sure.
to just while we right here before we get caught up on some other shit. I think that's what made them reports about Lamar so shocking to me. You feel me? Because for any of my critique about Lamar on the field is just about him on the field. I never seen him as a guy who wasn't taking his preparation serious. I never
Right.
felt that way. But now that we're here and people are backing the fuck out of this source, this ain't no little shit somebody just saying. This is coming from inside the locker room. And they're giving them dates where Lamar was showing up late, sleeping in film stuff, all this other shit, which I don't want to take to heart just because I don't personally view him as a slacker, but I'm also not
Hell no.
there. You feel me? But I'm also not there. But it goes to what you just said is like taking certain things for granted, taking the off season because he don't go to he don't be at OTAs.
Doesn't.
He is
He be with
he is
Kodak.
he is one of the few premier quarterbacks that don't be at OTAs. That's some shit cornerbacks do and linebacker like usually your premier QBs is at OTAs, dog. You know what I'm saying? Unless you fucking Aaron Rodgers and you a diva or some shit.
You old at
You
that
feel
point,
me?
so I get it. But Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers was there this year.
No, for sure. So I think maybe that shit come with taking shit for granted, which I don't want to view them like that, but it's like it kind of adds up, bro, in certain regards. And I ain't trying to do that, but because I was shitting on the report because I felt like it was just some niggas hating on Lamar. But the more I look into the report, it's all of
Background loud
the
as hell.
yeah, yeah. But the more I see the facts presented in that report and the way that it's coming across, it just fucked me up. And you made that point about taking shit for granted. Maybe they did take the off season for granted. Maybe sometime when you're Lamar Jackson and you're that fucking elite and athletic, you might take shit for granted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that shit might be a combination of Harbaugh losing his job too. Plus, I think Harbaugh should have ran that ball with Derrick Henry and maybe got the kick a little closer.
Okay.
They had time and a timeout. You could have tried to get it to 30 some yards or something. You could have gave the ball to Derrick Henry once or twice and
You
tried to
you
get it closer.
you
Yeah.
doing that thing that us folks do when we hate to blame Lamar, because I hate to blame him too because I love him so much. But this is my thing with that, what you just said. I've been preaching this since the game happened. The kick had more than enough leg, so it's not like it was short. What I will give people is earlier in that possession, because I think the kick return damn near got it to the 40 alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
he got that one completion,
Yeah.
that's when I think Harbaugh should have been trying to score a touchdown as opposed to just playing for the field goal. But as far as people like when it's under 15 seconds, oh, you should have got it closer. I'm like, man, that kick had plenty of leg. He just missed that bitch. But I do think once they crossed the 50, Harbaugh got conservative as fuck. Hey, Lamar, if it's not there, just throw it out of bounds. I'm like, nah, you got two timeouts. They had all three timeouts with under a minute to go. So I do agree that he was too cool with it, but yeah, I'm glad he missed the kick. The Ravens didn't belong in the playoffs. They would have just got smacked by the Texans anyway. The Ravens didn't belong in the playoffs. And
I was mad though. I wanted the Texans to get their lick back, bro. Because if in my opinion, bro, I think that's the only playoff game that Lamar has played well from start to finish. And that was that
yeah, that
game
wasn't
against
that rookie
against the
year,
Texans.
CJ.
That was brand new CJ defense. No Daniil Hunter, no Will Anderson. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So it
yeah.
was
Yeah. So
definitely
you're
a
right,
good team.
and they would have got their lick back for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm this game was more about. I'm gonna make this game about the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers had a great second half. Jalen Warren had one of his best. I don't care what the numbers say. If you watch the game, Jalen Warren
Yeah.
had one of his best games. Tomlin
Yeah.
made no mistakes as a coach. I know they're so happy they ended up getting Adam Thielen. Like the plays that he was making down the stretch. So I think Pittsburgh went and got it. And then they lined up in a 5-man front and said, Lamar got to beat us. Like, let's think about how ridiculous this is. A guy that threw for over 40 touchdowns last year. They stacked the box and said, nigga, you got to beat us. 22 not going to beat us. You got to beat us. Derrick Henry had 5 carries in the second half, bro. 5. 112 yards in the first half. Only 5 carries in the second half, bro. 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said Lamar beat us.
Yeah.
And they ain't do it. Lamar had a pick, though I don't really blame him for the pick. I think it was just great defense. It was great defense.
Yeah.
Like,
It
they batted it
was.
at the line, but I think Pittsburgh went and got the win, and Baltimore be taking too much shit for granted. Baltimore started off one. Baltimore had Buffalo 40-24 week
That's
1
my.
and
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
Baltimore thinks that they can walk. Baltimore is that team that thinks they can just walk out there in the game and they won it already. That's
But
who Baltimore thinks they are.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Do you think that's a reflection of your QB, especially with these reports coming
I
up?
don't want to
Because
admit that because I fuck with
I
him.
don't neither.
But
I
you know the
don't
truth.
neither.
Yeah, you know the
I
truth.
don't neither.
You
You
know
know
the
what I'm
truth. If it was
saying?
anybody else, what would we say?
Yeah.
What would we say?
Cap.
I feel you, AJ. I don't want to blame him either. But
No. Here why I say Cap though.
okay,
I ain't this my he my dog and all, but they the same nigga I seen get on Marlon Humphreys on live when Marlon Humphrey had that phone. I was like, bro, we barely won that damn game. You need to be going
big
live right
facts.
now. We need to be locking in. They the
Big facts.
same man that this year, if I'm not mistaken, told these folks, I take these damn video game TVs out of this damn locker room, bro. We too distracted. We too lackadaisical.
Why you ain't
Now
saying
I'm
that in the
not saying.
offseason?
I listen. I'm saying. Listen. I don't know. I'm not.
My
I'm not
bad.
even
My
saying these.
bad. Go ahead. My bad.
This
My
is.
bad. My
No,
bad.
I'm
that's
not.
a good point. All right, go
I'm
ahead.
not. But look, but I'm not saying that these. I'm not saying that these are false reports. I just find it weird. I just find it weird. Like, damn, like you see what I'm saying? 1 minute they report, hey, he the tough in the locker room. He get everybody, he the leader that can do X, Y, and Z, and everybody shut the fuck up. Now he this unprepared player. I don't know. I'm not saying it's true. I ain't saying it's false. I just find it hard to believe. Like y'all saying the same thing. I find it hard to believe. And over in off season, well, I ain't gonna hold you. I never heard anything about Lamar negatively in off season. Never anything off the field. Never heard anything about him off the field, even off the field. Never, not one time heard anything about Lamar. Now, if you got reports you want to send my way to help me out, I'll gladly read them and go through them for sure. But me personally, I've never heard anything negatively when it's saying about him impacting the team in a negative light. Never, not once have I heard anything like that about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he literally
So,
did not go to OTAs. That is a fact. You could look it up wherever you want to look
okay,
it.
cool. But so every quarterback on OTAs,
No. I'm
I
not
didn't think.
blaming
I
him for
don't. I don't.
not
I don't know.
going.
I ain't the OTAs. I didn't think OTAs was that. I
I
didn't think
I
it was gonna be
literally
that
I
good.
literally said I'm gonna piggyback off Talib, and I said what Talib said, and I just happen to agree with that shit. Like, I think
I
that the
understand.
Ravens players took a lot for granted. I think
Oh
they
no, no. I
think.
say okay. No. Hold on. Now, if you want to talk about the whole raw team in itself, then that's something different. I was going to just Lamar Jackson, how
I
I
said the
understand the
Ravens. No,
report.
I definitely
No,
said
no,
the
no.
Ravens.
I
Jeremiah
know.
asked if it was a
I'm not speaking on
reflection
you.
of
I'm
Lamar.
speaking on what I'm saying. I ain't speaking on what you. I'm
Okay,
not
my
saying you
bad.
say
Go ahead.
anything
My
wrong.
bad.
I'm speaking on me. What I'm saying is because like I found it weird. Now, when it comes to the Ravens team, I feel everything y'all saying. That's why I believe Harbaugh got to go. Because I agree with y'all. I believe his boys got too old. It's that's Coach Harbaugh. You know how that shit go. You see, you too comfortable, motherfucker. You don't take him as take for granted a little bit. You see what I'm saying? And this year, I think shit, he's supposed to have a Karen Shanahan type year this year, in my opinion. Like they had Huntley. I think Huntley's the same equivalent for the Ravens as Mac Jones was to the 49ers. So I get
Absolutely.
why what Jeremiah when you say Kyle Shanahan to get the Super Bowl. I mean not Super Bowl, but because of the year, because what he did. I agree. I agree with because of the year, but I agree how good the coach is. He can overcome the woes the same way I believe a Harbaugh can do the same exact thing, and he did it. I agree with y'all when he say they're going to be in the playoffs. I did not want to see the playoffs. I just hate them seeing them lose where they lost to a team that's on just equivalent or just as worse. That I hate. That pissed me off. But them not making the playoffs. You're right. They don't deserve no damn spot. They don't deserve to get their beat in the first round. I don't want to see that shit. Set your ass home. Rethink this shit. Retool up. You see what I'm saying? I feel about that. So yeah, I agree with everything y'all saying, and I also agree with you too, Jay. Oh boy, better hit if motherfucking Buffalo can't shake something when you got the top 3 guys out. What we talking about? What do you do in Buffalo at that point?
No excuse. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about
No.
the defense. I
And
don't
which
care.
which is highly likely. We finna get into that game next, but Buffalo at Jacksonville and
Hold on. Can I say one more thing about the
yeah,
Ravens
yeah, yeah,
game?
yeah. We gonna finish this. Yeah, for sure. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just want to be clear. I hear you, AJ. Fuck with it. I just want to be clear, not for you, AJ, but for the people listening. I'm not blaming Lamar for that attitude. Jeremiah asks, do I think that Jeremiah asks if what I said, do I think that's a reflection of the quarterback? That's why I was answering the way I was answering. I think that is a Baltimore Ravens thing. I think when Mark Andrews dropped that pass and they lost, the Ravens felt like they only lost because of that pass.
I agree. And
That's the only reason they didn't win a
I'm
Super
Baltimore
Bowl.
Ravens.
That's
I'm Baltimore
they
Ravens.
forget that you still would have had to go play the Chiefs. You still would have had to beat the Eagles. To them, that was in the Super Bowl. That's all I was saying. But they need to, you know what I'm saying? But they definitely need a new coach, a new young coach. And I agree
They
with
didn't
you
do
on
both.
another thing. Matt LaFleur with Lamar, forget about it. Forget about it.
Man, please.
Forget about
Man,
it. But I kind
please.
of want to see Matt LaFleur with Josh Allen, if we're being honest. But I also need him in
Matt
Atlanta.
LaFleur with
But all right,
any decent coach. I mean, any decent quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's one of
nah, he
those
need a real
guys.
one. He needs somebody that's gonna let him run wild. Todd Monken
No,
tried to make him
no,
into
I
a
agree with you.
pocket
But I was
nigga.
saying, I agree with you. But I was saying, like, he can show his imprint. Pause. He can show his impact and shit like that.
Come
Like,
on, man. You ain't even have
that
to
man,
say
that's
that, bro.
imprint. That's the I had to pause that. But y'all been going wild with y'all shit. I'm a pause my shit. Y'all been going. He got good deep ball and all that shit. Y'all been going wild. I ain't gonna
Bro, ain't
hold you.
nobody pay to play the pause game with you,
Hey
man.
man,
Go
hey
ahead.
dog. Some shit sound big. Some shit need to pause.
Man, but some shit, bro, some shit nigga wouldn't even thought about if you don't pause it. That's what he left his imprint on the team. Well, nobody thinking no shady shit.
And
That's
when
crazy.
I
That's
said like, man,
real.
that don't sound right. I had to check myself. Like, wait, pause, buddy. That don't, his imprint is crazy. I get the same shit, but I like impact better.
That's
But yeah, but
hilarious.
yeah. Well, your boy lose. Yeah,
Hold
they
on,
got
I
to
we about
mean,
to
you
rebuild.
don't have to
we,
tell me that,
we
AJ.
about to we about to we about to get
I
into
know
the
you ain't tell
AFC.
about Lamar, but you did. So we here.
We
Go
about to
ahead.
get
What I'm
into
All
the
right,
saying.
we was
AFC.
talking about the
Yeah, we
Ravens,
about to
so let's
get.
get to it.
Hold on, last point on this Ravens Steelers game. DK Metcalf, you're lucky. Cause boy, if the Ravens would have, the Steelers would have lost this game, bro, it looked bad on bro. Cause last week, the only reason they didn't beat Cleveland is they didn't have DK Metcalf, bro. Honestly, bro, it wouldn't even came down to this week if DK would have played last week. Then you missed this week, and the offense was struggling to start the game. So he get to redeem himself in the playoffs. We'll see, but you could have really cost your team right there, DK. I'm gonna leave it at
Facts.
that. You know what I'm saying? Leave it at
Fuck
that.
that fan though.
Yeah, he owe Aaron Rodgers a playoff win for this one. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Agreed. Agreed 100%.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the rundown. We're gonna go from the. I'm gonna figure out what's the first game to the last. Let me get the correct wild card schedule in front of me
Yeah. Bro, we got Saturday, Sunday,
We
and
doing both
Monday.
sides.
and Monday. Well, we're gonna start with the AFC. We're gonna do AFC right now, and then we'll come back and tap in with the NFC. All right, so let's start with the AFC. Wild card weekend starts. Um, so it starts on Saturday, and both games Saturday are NFC games. So we'll go to Sunday. Bills Jacksonville, 1 o'clock in Jacksonville. What Duval gonna do?
Mhm. Oh, you asking?
What Duval gonna
Oh, I
do?
thought you was going through the schedule. My bad.
No, we're
Um.
gonna stop here. That Bills Jaguars first game, first AFC game of the weekend.
Oh, I gotta go first.
Yeah. It's your boy. You can go and take it off. We got Josh Allen going up
I'm
against the red
gonna say
hot
this. I'm
Jaguars.
gonna say this. I remember weeks ago we had the conversation about will the other two elite quarterbacks make the playoffs, and I said yes because Jacksonville is gonna crumble. I don't think Jacksonville has lost since I said that. Honestly, I don't think they've lost since I said that. Jacksonville's defense has been good. The offense has been a little bit inflated, if you ask me. Like I still don't trust Trevor like I did coming out of Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Etienne has had a bounce back. Etienne was look like on the fringe. Etienne has had a bounce back year. Tootin has
For
been
sure.
good.
For
Not sure what
sure.
the hell Brian Edwards is on. Brian Thomas, sorry. Brian Thomas, sorry. But Jacksonville has been pretty good.
Mm.
That shit don't matter. Burrow is not in the playoffs. Lamar is not in the playoffs. Mahomes is not in the playoffs. I don't want to hear shit about. I know we're gonna get into the other teams about Drake May, about CJ Stroud. Nigga, most people have Josh Allen ranked number two. After last year, most people got him number two. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I know that their run defense. I know that Buffalo's run defense is not good, but your pass defense is top 5. You got a veteran defense, right? Up front, you got Joey Bosa, you got Greg Rousseau, and on the back end, it's full of vets on the back end, right? They got one of the best offensive lines. I would argue it's the best offensive line. James Cook just won the rushing title. I don't give a fuck that you don't have weapons outside because I watched you beat Baltimore only passing for 127 yards. Josh Allen got to get it done. I don't care if it's 17-16. I don't care if it's 10-9. Josh Allen got to get it done. Now, what do I actually see happening? I see Josh Allen getting that shit fucking done. I see Trevor Lawrence going up. I see Duval going crazy, and I see Josh
Can you hear me?
Allen and that secondary, because I do think they're gonna make a real effort to limit ETN. That's what I see. Like I'm not gonna let ETN beat me. I'd rather Trevor Lawrence do it because if he do it, that just means he lives up to the hype. But if ETN does it, that means we let him. So I see Jacksonville going up. I don't mean by like 15 points like the fucking Ravens did and got their ass whooped. I mean like a regular go up, maybe like 17-10. I mean 17 to
That's
7,
fucked
something
up.
like that.
That's
And
fucked
Josh
up.
Allen and those boys, work their
He
way
hit the
back.
city.
I'm actually gonna give you a score prediction. I'm gonna go 27-23. I got 27-23. I got
That's fucked
23-20, and Josh Allen leads a touchdown drive to seal that game. But there is no way Buffalo is losing to Jacksonville on Sunday. It's a 0% chance. I expect that defense to show up. I think Jacksonville's gonna get some early points though, but I expect that defense to settle in and be who they're supposed to be. And they're gonna get after Trevor Lawrence. That pass rush is gonna get after Trevor Lawrence. And they're gonna do enough against the run. And James Cook is gonna have 100 plus. And I don't expect Josh Allen to have 300, but I expect 3rd and 7 when you need it, he's gonna get 9 yards. 2nd and 15, you behind the sticks, he's gonna get 12 yards. Like I expect Josh Allen to be a superstar, and I expect Buffalo to advance.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, you can go.
Yo,
Yeah. You can't hear us, man?
I can hear you now.
Now
Can
his
you hear me?
phone,
Yeah, we hear you. I guess I'll go, man.
yeah, his shit low as
Um,
hell.
so everything in me is telling me Trevor Lawrence cannot beat Josh Allen in a playoff game.
Uh-oh.
Every everything in my body is telling me Trevor Lawrence cannot beat Josh Allen in the playoff game. But I'm riding with the Jaguars, bro. And really, I'm not even here. I mean, I can give you a couple football breakdowns, but the game gonna go how the game go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just know all of my rooting interests will be with the Jags, so I'm not even gonna pick against my rooting interest. Plus, I honestly think they can get them. It's just gonna be a team effort. Damn, Jizzle. Mm.
AJ, your background loud as hell, bro. I don't think he can hear us. I don't know. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, man. We apologize to anybody watching and listening. Mm, mm.
Yo, AJ. Yo, AJ. God dang.
Boy,
Let's just see if we can
boy,
talk over it, bro, because I ain't got that much time either. I'm about like you.
yeah, nah, for sure. Hold on.
That's been y'all. It's the Sean show. All right. I
No,
got my two
no,
guests in with damn. That was short.
no, we here. Nah,
Yep.
man. I do think Josh Allen is a little hobbled. Like not like hobbled.
Good point.
Yeah, not like hobbled to the point where I'm willing to cut him no slack or throw him no bill.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? But hobbled just enough that where I don't think he'll be Superman that he'll need for this. Which he some may think he may not need to be that against Jacksonville, but I think Jacksonville is just cooking right now, bro. If it
Yeah.
was at if this game was at Buffalo, I would feel different. But I'm a ride with Trevor Lawrence, them and Duval. I think that build
Wow.
I think that building is gonna be unlike it's ever been. Like definitely not since the Jalen Ramsey them days when they had their playoff run. But
Right.
even then, they feel better about Trevor than they did about Blake Bortles. Like it had to be
Big
realistic.
facts.
Even though Blake Bortles could have beat Tom Brady in that playoff game if they didn't have some of the bullshit calls. But
Facts.
I'm gonna go Duval, man. I'm gonna go Jacksonville. I'm gonna say Jacksonville gets the game winning field goal by that big leg ass kicker.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he hit like a 60 some yarder to win it, and they win 27-24.
All right,
I'm
man.
gonna
What's next?
go 27-24. Yeah, we're gonna push them. All right, so the next AFC game is the night game on Sunday night. You got Justin Herbert and the Chargers going to see Drake May and the Patriots.
Ooh, that's
Int-
that that's a. I think that's
Interesting.
gonna be a really really good game. I hope Justin Herbert plays good, but given his track record, I think it's impossible to assume that he's gonna play good. I think the Patriots are rolling, but I think the Patriots are a little bit overrated. So I think we get a close game. You know what, Jeremiah? I think I'm gonna pick the Chargers, bro. I think I'm gonna pick Harbaugh on the Chargers, bro. I think Drake May is gonna have a game. Um, but that Chargers defense is real. Like the Chargers defense and the Chargers run game. And the Patriots ain't that great. I don't care what the numbers say. You watch the Patriots play the Falcons just like I did. The Patriots ain't as good as that record shows, man. They
For
just
sure.
not. We was an extra point
Right.
away.
They haven't beaten anybody that's in the playoffs that they play. All the play any playoff team they play, they lost to.
Yeah, and I'm not counting the
Um,
Bills because that's division shit. That's just how the
yeah,
division
they
is.
split. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think they play ball control. And you know, Herbert this year, he been saying fuck making the throws. I'm gonna get some runs. Like on 3rd and 7, Herbert is running these days.
yeah,
So
for
I'm
sure,
gonna go with the
for
Chargers.
sure.
I'm gonna say the Chargers gonna put up 31. I'm gonna go 31-24 Chargers. I do think that the Patriots are good, but I think they're probably, you know how they always say some teams are a year early. I think maybe the Patriots are a year early. Like I
I
think Drake
agree.
May has a game. I think the Chargers might take Diggs out the game if we being honest. And I don't know if Henderson and Stevenson in the backfield are enough to actually beat you. You're gonna need some help from your defense, and I don't see their defense doing it. I think Hampton is gonna get a heavy dose of carries for the Chargers. Keenan Allen in the playoffs is different. Quentin Johnson has had a great year, and like you still got Lad McConkey. So I'm gonna go with and then you got Harbaugh. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers in this game. I'm gonna take the road team in this game.
Man, that's bold, bro. I mean, the Patriots at home, they really good. Drake May. Every time I watch him, I'm just like, fuck. I'm not convinced that he's not the MVP. If like
Wow.
I'm not convinced that he's not the MVP, bro. If you look at I mean, Stafford last game put his numbers because he had what 4 touchdowns the last game. Um, but if you include all the touchdowns, he right there with him, threw for more yards. Like shout out to Dre May. They're gonna be tough to beat, but I got the Chargers getting it done too, bro. As tough as it is for me to trust Justin Herbert, I'ma trust him. I think it's got to be his time to at least get a playoff win, and it's a
Exactly,
good
bro.
and it's the good time to get it against rookie quarterback to this scenario, a second
Right.
year guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think that the Chargers defense come with it. I think Khalil Mack and Derwin James can smell playoff success in a
Hmm.
win. I think they're healthy, and I agree with you. I think Amarian Hampton. I think he. It just depends on the type of runs, but if he goes anywhere from like 80, 85, 89 yards to like 120, then they're going to have tremendous success. You know what I'm
Tremendous.
saying?
Agreed.
Uh, so I'm gonna go with the Chargers too. And I'm gonna go with the Chargers 27-21. I think
Mm.
that I think Patriots had a ball last. Drake may needs a touchdown to win it because they down 6 and they don't get it. Chargers defense make a stand.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. I think it's gonna be a great game though. With all that being said, I think it'll be a great game.
Yeah. I think that's how that ends right there. I think they need a tub to win it and they can't get it done. Chargers defense stand up. And then we have the last game. We finally got a Monday night playoff game. You know what I'm saying? And it could be Aaron Rodgers' last playoff game ever. We got Houston, Texas. I was going to say Houston Rockets. I was watching KD hit that game winner last night. Um, we got the Houston Texans going into Pittsburgh, man. Who get the win?
Yeah, so this one is really interesting to me. Um, because I don't think Pittsburgh is good, but I think their defense played well the other day. Like if you think about the touchdowns they got, it was clearly blown coverages. It wasn't like Lamar was just driving, driving, driving. Like Lamar had 2 touchdowns over 50 yards, and the receiver was wide open, which isn't a good thing for your secondary. But having Jalen Ramsey back there, I'd like to think that him and Tomlin are fixing that literally right now. I just don't think the Steelers have enough. Like I think they can make it a game because I don't think the Texas offense is really that good. But 2 years ago, CJ Stroud's rookie year, he got out the first round. Last year, he got out the first round. I gotta believe him and D'Amico are gonna find a way to get out the first round here too. I won't be that surprised if the Steelers win, but to me, the Texans have the best defense. They did just give up some points though. Didn't they just give up 30 points?
Yeah, to the Colts. Which I mean, the Colts. Yeah, Colts is another story.
Yeah, they won by a
How
field. They won at the last second. They were losing that game, right? Yeah.
they walk. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I get it, but I think like Nico is one of them receivers to me, like Puka, that I don't care what corner you put on him, you're not gonna completely shut him down. He's gonna figure it out. You got Dalton Schultz, who's gonna get you some catches. Woody Marks out of USC has been a revelation the second half of the season. I really wish they had Tank Dell and Joe Mixon, because then I would be talking about the Super Bowl for the Texans.
for sure, for
All we
sure.
talked about in the offseason about the Texans was how they lost offensive linemen, but they've still managed. CJ hasn't been great, but CJ has been really fucking good and quick with his decisions. And I like Stingley against DK. I don't think DK is gonna get off against Stingley. I don't,
Nope.
you know what I'm saying? And even Lassiter being CB2, shout out to UGA. I don't see Thielen doing what Thielen just did, or Austin, Calvin Austin, or who's Valdez Scantling. I don't see them getting off. And then we know Baltimore don't have a pass rush, and they had Aaron Rodgers running, so we know what Will Anderson finna do to Aaron Rodgers. So I yeah, and they're not gonna run the ball either. Like I don't know. This might get ugly, but I'm not seeing like 35-0. I see more like a dominant like 24-14 type of game, but where the score doesn't tell the whole story. But the Texas, I don't see the Texans putting up a lot of points either.
Yeah, it ain't even gonna get like that, bro. It ain't gonna be necessary. Texas can win. Texas offense can stay on the bus and they can win this game. Pittsburgh ain't Pittsburgh ain't scoring on this defense for real, bro. I got this game 17-7. I'm gonna give Pittsburgh one touchdown.
To 7,
Uh, I'm
you're right,
going.
because Tomlin like to go for it.
So I'm saying maybe 17-10 if they decide to kick a field goal or
I
so,
can see,
but
but it's dominant though. Like it don't even feel like
yeah,
17
yeah,
10.
like
Yeah,
I don't think, like you said, I have my own issues with Houston's offense. That's why I was skeptical with them to start the season. The
right.
only thing that didn't happen that I guess what happened is Nico Collins been healthy all year. You know what I'm
Right. I don't
saying?
think anybody
So
thought
that,
that was gonna happen.
yeah, but when the season started and I seen Mixon that was out and now Chubb's out, offensive liner, but shout out to CJ, he's been figuring it out. Like he been getting the ball out. And like you said, I like Nico Collins on whoever Pittsburgh's going to put on him
Yeah,
more than I like DK against Stingley. Or
that's
if they put,
overreaction.
or if they like you said decide to use Lassiter and safety help, might double and shadow DK and let Stingley just shut down another side of the field. Like
Yep,
it's a
that
lot of
works too.
options. It's a lot of options
Darnell
you can
Washington
do.
is out, so you ain't got no real threat. Like I'm not scared of Fryermuth or Jonu Smith. Like, and they gonna shut
I
down the run game without even run blitzing. Like,
without they're not even gonna have the run blitz. They just
yeah,
not
at
that.
all.
No, the only thing that can save them is they have to be game planning ready for Warren, because he will make plays out of the backfield.
Yeah,
You
out of
know what I mean?
nowhere for sure, for
Like,
sure.
like
And
you got
Gainwell
you
hell,
Gainwell is who I meant. Fuck Warren. Warren cool too, but I meant Gainwell. You
he been
really got
balling.
Gainwell has been on fire, so you have to be prepared. You can't let him take what should have been a 2 yard gain for fucking 16 yards or some shit because he done made
Fact,
three niggas.
agreed.
But I think Houston might be the best tackling defense I've watched all year. They're up there, if not one. Like
They number
they're
one for me.
like they tackle. You know what I'm saying? You can tell they head coach was a linebacker. They tackle. Um, so yeah, I got Houston winning something like 17-10. But I don't think either team will crack 20, because I do think Tomlin will have his defense ready. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
see that too. I see
yeah
that happening too.
it's gonna be a game. Like it could be 0-0 until late in the second quarter or something. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
a
Like
turnover or something.
type shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
um,
I feel
but
it.
Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna be able to do. But Aaron Rodgers finna be running for his fucking life. He finna be running for his fucking life, boy. We gonna see. He is not trying to get hit. We've seen that this season. If you
Yeah, that
get
first
quick,
run was hilarious. That nigga started running backwards. Like, hell
bro.
no.
Not getting hit. If you get quick pressure on Aaron Rodgers, he chucking that bitch. He getting
Because
that bitch
5
up
years
out of
ago,
there.
he outrunning that. He's
That's what
outrunning
I'm
that
saying.
5 years ago for sure.
Yeah,
10 years
no.
ago, he might have got well past the first down.
He don't even wait to see if the pressure is even gonna hit him. If he sees that initial pressure, like that, oh shit, like that's what was impressive against the game against Baltimore, because late in that game he stood in there and made some throws. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So shout out to A-Rod, but yeah, I got Houston winning that as well, man. So that's the AFC championship. I mean, that's the AFC wild card weekend. We'll be back with y'all Thursday. We'll do the NFC side, and
yes, sir.
we'll get into the college playoffs before they start Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? We'll do it like that. You got anything else for the people, dog?
I got one more thing. We ain't got to get
Mm-hmm.
into it. I know you got a roll, so we ain't got to get into it. But
No, so
what the fuck are the Hawks thinking? You are not getting equal compensation for Trey. If you want to move off of him, that's fair. But if you're not bringing back equal compensation, just keep the nigga. That's it.
it depends on what's we when you say equal compensation, because if you're just trying to clear this nigga, if you're just trying to clear up that money, I seen something where you get CJ McCollum, he got that expired deal for the, like if you're just trying to get Trey Young off your books and
Bruh,
get some picks, because it was still
you
like
not.
two first round picks. It was still, you know what I'm saying? I'm
But
just
are
saying.
those first round picks going to be as good as Trey Young? The answer is probably no. I am not trading with the Wizards. I'm sorry. To trade Trey Young, I need at least two good players back. Fuck picks. I need two picks too. But I'm like, trade him to Utah for Keontae George and Laurie Markkinen. I'll take that.
Oh, that's not happening.
Why the fuck would Utah do that? Why
Why the
would Utah
fuck?
do that?
Why the
But
fuck would you do that?
I know we finna give him away for Norman Powell and two picks.
Hey, I would like Norman Powell on this team.
I
That's
would too,
crazy,
but not
but
for Trey Young.
you know what I'm saying? I just think, man, I think if you trying to, you can't deny that the team look better without him.
I
Like
can't
you,
deny that.
okay,
I
okay.
think it's a difference between look better and is better. Because I
That's
just watched them steal, even without Trey, I just watched them give up 130 last night to Toronto again. Trey is
yeah,
not the problem. That'd be my only thing where people try to act like I'm like Trey is not the problem. This team is just not good on defense. What team do we know that has five? What team has five defenders on their starting in their starting lineup? Like all five players defend. Maybe OKC. Maybe
yeah, probably San Antonio.
saying, "Oh, the Spurs is a good one." I'm with you on that.
Hmm. Houston a little bit, a little bit. KD been playing defense,
Houston,
shit
I give
down.
you Houston. I give you
You know
Houston.
what I'm
I give you Houston.
saying? But I get your point, yo. You know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
like
Because if
everybody
you go
got
to
little
New York
liabilities.
and shit like that, Brunson don't really defend like that and
No,
shit.
Brunson barely tries.
You know?
I would argue the Pistons too though. The Pistons probably got 5 niggas that play
The
defense.
Pistons, for sure,
My point is, it
for
ain't that
sure.
many motherfuckers. Like everybody got them one or two niggas that you know what they out there for.
Nah, for
Come on,
sure.
man. Trey is a 20 and 10 machine. You just gonna trade him because Jalen Johnson looks better? Why
Yep.
not keep both of them? That's my mindset. Why not keep both of them? It's just like back in the day, everybody wanted to, oh, Jalen Brown or Tatum. No, nigga, keep both. Why would you get rid of either one of them? But I digress. I know we ain't got time to get into it, so I digress.
I think it's just the money, but I'm with you on don't just get a nigga away for a bag of chips. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
get something.
if you wanna move on, but I mean it get like that sometimes with a point guard, like cause what did oh no, that wasn't a trade, was it?
Who?
I'm finna say what did the Hornets get for Chris Paul, but I think he just was a free agent when he left and went to the Clippers.
Oh yeah, no, I
No, he
don't
was a
remember.
trade. It was a trade because remember he was trying to go to LA. He was trying to go
He
to
was
the
trying to get to the
Lakers,
Lakers, but
and then
you
ended
see what
up.
the hell the
So
Lakers had to give up
it
for
was
Chris Paul? They
it
gave
was
up Lamar
it,
Odom and Pau Gasol. Like it wasn't just cheap. They had to give up their second and third best players to get.
that's
Granted,
You
what
Chris
got
Paul
think
was a
Trey
top
Young
10
like
player
that? You put Trey Young in the same bracket as Chris Paul? I'm
at
just
that
curious.
time.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
right now, yeah.
I think Trey Young back then would be more. I don't think Chris Paul. It's difficult, bro. Like I think Trey Young would have been considered more valuable back then because he's really a traditional point guard, which ain't valued today. If you know what I'm saying, I'm not.
He's a special point guard because I believe Trey Young. You tell me, I don't believe he's timid to score. I think the traditional point guards, they was their biggest thing with them was they wasn't the scorers. They wanted to pass the ball, get the ball in their hands instead of offense up and shit like that.
But see, Chris Paul, that wasn't young Chris Paul. That wasn't Hornets Chris Paul.
No,
That
no,
was
no, Chris,
20.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that was.
Chris, no, no. I was gonna say Chris Paul back then. I'm agreeing with you because Chris Paul was. I think Trey. I give you that. I think Trey Young was more aggressive as a scorer. I think Chris Paul can piss me up about the play because I used to scream him to shoot. He's money for mid range. He just looked toward he looked to pass more. So
Trey Young. To see the thing that pissed you off with Trey Young a lot is some of the shot selection when he do try to
Terrible.
shoot. Like I think that's where it be blowing you sometimes. Sometimes in big games and big moments too, he'll just heat check, and it's like, bro, we really need a good bucket right there, or like get into something that we, like It's just shot selection a lot of times for me.
Man, Trey Young is better than every player on that Hawks team. Trey Young is better than anybody we would trade Trey Young for. Fuck
let
that.
me
If
ask you
we
a
not
question.
bringing
Do
back
do
Ant
you
Man,
believe? Let me ask you a
Do
question.
you?
Hey, to cut you off. Do you
That's where I
believe that
want
you
to
could
see
be?
him.
Do you believe you could be a good player? You can be the best player on the team, but the team can just flow better without the best player on the team, the star
no,
player?
not to be the
No.
best for real.
So I'm saying because you the best player on this team, but if
Yeah,
the
no, I
team
heard exactly what you
performs,
asked.
I think you can when the
I
team
think if
is.
you can, bro, it's a
I
team
think you
sport.
can when the team is on a moderate talent level though. You
Yeah.
feel me? I think so. I like if nobody is really that star level player. I think that I can see how motherfuckers can might get hot, might play better, might flow better when the star nigga ain't in type shit.
They get more opportunities. It's not they play more free versus I gotta be more conscious because he gonna get
Type
the
shit.
ball. You see what I'm saying? They playing more free. It's like, hey man, we can get who. No, so you're not thinking too much about what I can't, what my role is, what I can and cannot do. I'm because they need me to be out here to hoop. So I don't know. I think sometimes you can be the best player on the team, but you can be really good talent, but a fit on this team, you might because you who you are may fuck up the vibe of the whole squad, the whole flow, and the whole
I'll
team.
let y'all
I
have
mean,
that.
especially.
I,
I mean,
I don't I don't watch Trey Young be too fucking good for this team to agree to some shit like that.
but I think, bro,
No, no,
it's
I was
different.
speaking. I wasn't supposed to. My bad, Jay. I was speaking in generality because I was looking at. I hope that's a word. I was looking at look LeBron first. He first when he was hurt beginning of the season. to see what how them boys play out free and how they was happy. They was really balling and shit like that.
Yeah, they
LeBron get
definitely
it.
better without him.
You see
I
what I'm
just think
saying? So go ahead,
it's
Jay.
it's it's harder to trade a nigga like Trey to certain teams than it is like if you had a wing of his caliber or a big or something like that. Like when you trade a point guard like that, you got to be ready to kind of you got to have a idea how you want to play him. You got to have the perfect, you got to have the right role for him. That's why I would love to see him in Minnesota playing that Mike Conley position with
I
Atlanta.
say
I
Houston.
I would love
I want to see him play on a team where he can compete in the playoffs. I want to see Trey Young in the playoffs,
Minnesota.
bro.
I think
Houston.
I
Trey
ain't
and
gonna hold you, bro.
Trey and Anna be fun, bro. But it just depends on what you got to give up. I don't know if I want to. I would give up Dillingham and some other shit for Trey for sure. If I
Dillingham,
was
man,
looking,
please.
it's the money though. They can't make the money work. You got
I'm
Rudy
not.
making.
I'm not trading Minnesota unless I'm getting Ant Man, and I know I ain't getting Ant Man.
How
I
do
mean,
you?
nah, I ain't do it. I ain't got the bar as high as Walt do
Yes,
as far
he
as
loved Trey. Like I didn't know you thought you was that far.
No,
he's good.
y'all just ain't thinking about this. Like you've already never had like a real star that you
I just
drafted
let
in
me just
Atlanta.
let me put it this way. I just don't think he will win here. I would like to see Trey in a better another situation. Like you said, I want some compensation too, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Why won't he win here?
I don't feel
I
like
don't think the Hawks will put a
I don't
team
think
together
they'll
for him.
put the right team together exactly.
Yeah, that the Hawks
I
won't
don't
do that.
think
They do.
I don't
Like,
think they'll
you seen?
ever
Hold on.
have the
Let me
proper
get you.
team
You
assembled.
seen what T was saying? He came to the Hawks and they told him nigga like Jabari Parker told him like, hey bro, we ain't it's him, fucking what's that damn? There's a couple of players on that team, and they told them folks straight up like, shit, y'all only gonna play by minutes a game. I don't care how good you doing in
Man,
that
that was
game.
10 years ago, bro.
I'm saying, but I don't think the Hawks have changed, though, bro. I
But
think they
we
look at it
changed
as business.
management
Well,
literally this
I don't think.
offseason.
Well, you
Did you
understand?
see
You
our
think?
offseason?
Well, you
The Hawks have the hold on. The Hawks have never had an offseason like the one they just had with the free agents we signed. Ever. So I'm not going with the same old Hawks shit. Continue to put a good team around them. We ain't never spent money like that in free agency.
so
Niggas
you
got
think they giving up
Hey,
too
Porzingis.
soon?
you wanna
Uh,
know what the real issue is in Atlanta? We want to really get to it, and I've been saying this for years, and nobody hears me. Quinn Snyder is the real fucking issue. How does he keep sliding under the radar, just keeping his job? How long he been a fucking coach? 5 years?
I think the issue is
Like
who else you gonna
six?
get.
Man, figure that shit out. That's why y'all get paid. Man, give another nigga a shot. He ain't it. Quinn Snyder is not it, bro.
Not for a
Like
championship. I agree.
no, and it's like, bro, if figure like you have to take some accountability for not incorporating Trey into the mix with these guys no better. You feel me? Like you the head coach. You have to you are at some point it can't just all be on Trey. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm watching it and it's like, all right, I don't know, you gotta implement, especially you supposed to be an offensive coach. You're supposed to be like, no, bro. I don't like how this shit flowing.
I
But
think it's just weird they went to
and
my trading that man. They did all that. They made putting the moves in the offseason.
But the Hawks been trying to get rid of Trey Young, man. Trey Young been on the chopping
Exactly.
block, trading block three
And
years
it's
ago.
gone. And y'all gonna see. They said it was his fault that the defense was bad. Meanwhile, like I said, we just gave up 130 to Toronto last night. I think the Bulls scored 140 in back-to-back games. But it's Trey Young fault. The nigga that averages 20 points and 10 assists, that's the nigga we gonna trade. Get
Man,
out
we
of
know
here.
Trey Young good. It's like, bro, you got a bad bitch, but you know you can't do right by her. You done
That's what he
used
can't
up
do
for
nothing with the bitch.
you done
That's
used
what I'm
up for a
saying.
few years. Now you like, man, I want to just see you happy, bro. Go win
I'm
somewhere.
tired of Shawty. She ain't
Go
gonna win
go.
here.
Man, get the hell
Like,
out of here. That nigga will be a Hawk for life for me.
So why? So why they want to get rid of this nigga so bad?
Because they don't know how to run anything. Like
Oh,
most organizations. That's why
he
this
didn't he request a trade though?
at this point, yeah, because they kept saying they was gonna trade him.
Okay.
They kept making him a healthy scratch. So then he did, yeah, and they wouldn't give him an extension. I would have too. Like, y'all not trying to pay me.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, he didn't just request a trade out of nowhere. Trey has said multiple times that he wants to be in Atlanta forever. But it's cool
For
because now,
sure.
now all of a sudden we just and Jalen Johnson is my guy. He's been my guy since he came in the league. But now all of a sudden we've seen Jalen Johnson be great for a 15 game stretch, and now we're good enough to where we can just move off Trey. Keep in mind, we're still losing games with Jalen Johnson. Now we
For
can just
sure.
move off
Yeah.
Trey. Shit is dumb as hell. But that's
So
why
you
we
think they
don't
can
win
play
shit.
together? You think they can go? You think they can
I know
go
they can
together?
play together. Jalen Johnson wouldn't have the
They
10 assists that he has, but Jalen Johnson will probably average more points. Yes, they could play together. Jalen Johnson started off as a rim runner. Now he can shoot. They could absolutely play together. But teams feel like you can only have one star, so the Hawks are about to go downhill. I'm done.
that
I
it
I shouldn't have
mean,
said
brought this up.
nothing.
I'm done.
you got to be uphill to go downhill.
That too.
Them niggas
I'm
That
about to
been
say
too.
part
they
downhill.
ain't used to.
Like them niggas been part downhill, man. Like I said, I
For
blame the
sure.
coaching more than anything. Also, man, my last point with Trey, the injuries, bro. He's not available a lot. I gotta factor that in too. I go to a lot of Hawks games, and it feel like damn near majority of the games I pull up on, that nigga is not there playing, bro. And it is like he be hurt a lot.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, then I look at the other Hawks players. They don't have any Iron Men out there.
But they ain't got no max guys out there neither. He's the max, like
Exactly.
you
I
know.
got to pay Max
All right.
guy. Pay
Okay.
all
How
my little
about this?
money.
How about this? Do y'all think Jalen Johnson is going to be a max guy?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
You gotta see
last
more.
year he
It
played
take time to
36
find that out.
games. The year before he played 56. So he's no Iron Man either. Luke Kennard, he's no Iron Man. Porzingis, he's no Iron Man.
Mm.
Dyson, I'll give Dyson Daniels when he's
Those
available.
aren't
He's
your
supposed to go.
franchise guys
I'm gonna
though.
say now.
Those are,
So
Okay,
you go.
Jalen
So
Johnson.
you
Okay,
paying?
Jalen Johnson in. They're clearly getting rid of Trey because they feel like Jalen Johnson can do the damn thing. He's 5 years in the league. He's never played 80 games. He's never played 75 games. The last year he played 37. The year before he played 56. So what are we doing? We're gonna get rid of one guy that be
I ain't,
injured for the next nigga that be
yeah,
injured.
I ain't. I get. I'm gonna walk on this one. I ain't doing that. I ain't hold
I
you.
just say
nah.
keep them both. That's all I'm saying. Unless you could get
I don't want the
a
two. I don't
equal
want two
trade.
injury prone ass niggas on my team. I got plenty of money too. I ain't gonna hold you up. I really get rid of both of them niggas.
How
I'm
old
paying all
is
that
Trey?
money. I'm paying all that money. You hurt. You ain't gonna get healthy as you get older.
How
Hell
old
no.
is he?
Yeah, no, I'm not suggesting get rid of Jalen Johnson. He too young. He too good. But I'm like, you're not gonna
But you
get
say he
equal
too hurt
compensation.
though. You say he too hurt.
I didn't say he was too hurt.
You
I
did this
said
running all the season.
I
How
said
many
getting rid of
he
him, but keeping Jalen Johnson because of injuries is ridiculous. I
but
know
I'm saying
Jeremiah, you just saying it's a
Mhm.
factor, which is fair.
I just wish if we was gonna move Trey, we could have worked that shit out with the Spurs a long time ago. We could have got all them
that'd been
picks
hard.
that
Yeah,
turned
but
in
like now, yeah,
into
okay,
Stephon Castle,
fair.
that
Yeah, that's
turned
my
But
into
you're
question.
gonna
Jalen
get
Harden.
What
now
happened to
though.
him? What happened to him not always stopping to Trey Young? Because they've been like you said, they talk about this shit for years, but it never manifested.
They drafted Stephon Castle. De'Aaron Fox demanded a trade, and they was able to swing that for little to nothing. And then they just drafted Dylan fucking Harper. They're
I'm saying, but why?
good.
I'm saying, but why haven't Trey Young found? Why the Hawks have not found him a home as of yet? But they've been trying to get rid of this man for years.
Because they haven't been trying to for real.
So why are you playing with him, man? You don't want to resign him?
I don't think niggas offering what they want to offer, bro. I'm gonna be
That's
No.
probably
real.
that's probably what
I
it is. They
just
probably not getting what they want.
I just don't think I
So
don't
y'all are
think
with me then.
the
Because
trade
you're not
value
gonna
of
get
the
equal compensation. You're not.
Maybe
3 years
they
ago, oh
no,
yeah, the
no,
years about to break.
I've already accepted. I've already accepted that you're not gonna get equal compensation as a player. You just gotta try to
Yeah, and I'm not with
hold
that.
on.
I'm
What
good.
hold on? What's ideal for y'all for Trey Young? What's ideal compensation?
Two
I'm just
players, two solid to
give
good
me
players,
give
and
me two.
two
Give me an
first round
example. Two
picks.
solid good players. Give me two. So you think two
Like,
good
like, like,
players
like
and two
Dylan,
first
like
round
Dylan.
players?
so I seen Miami propose um Norman Powell and Wiggins and two first round picks.
I'm good.
You said two
Uh,
solid players.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
did say
Wiggins
that
is a
North
but we
Palace.
look at how many ball stoppers we already have. Then we gonna get
For
Wiggins.
sure. That's a fact, Jack.
Imagine,
That's
oh my God. Oh my yeah, yeah, no.
that's
But
a fact.
if it was another solid player, maybe like Hawkins on the team,
Yeah.
the
I mean,
Mexican guy that plays for
but
Miami,
I think
him
I mean, yeah.
and Norman Powell and two picks. I could do that. But I can't take Wiggins because once Wiggins get the ball, you're not getting the ball back. Sorry. And you know that personally because you're a Warriors fan. You're not getting the ball back if you give it to him.
So if Minnesota said we'll give you what's the young point guard they drafted?
Who,
They
Terrence
got
Shannon?
that. No, they got that.
He wants somebody established.
Dillingham?
Yeah, Dillingham. They say
No.
we'll give you Dillingham and we'll give you Julius Randle.
No, I definitely don't want Julius Randle. But because Julius Randle is a ball stopper for sure. But if you gave me Jaden Daniels,
No,
DiVincenzo.
no, hell no.
They're
But
not getting Jay Daniels.
Okay, so now you know how I value trade. You give me Jaden Daniels,
yeah, I'm not
Jaden
giving up
Daniels,
Jaden Daniels.
DiVincenzo, and Terrence Shannon Jr. and a first round pick, you get trade. But I know they're not letting Jaden Daniels go because they whole block gonna be fucked up. They let him go.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, no, I'm not giving up Trey, but I'm
I
gonna leave
don't
it
know how
alone.
we ended up getting on these damn hogs for 30 minutes, but
Fucking with
we
Warfare.
gonna see. We gonna see what they end up doing, man. I got a jet, bro, and I got pissed.
All right,
All
bro.
right, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. Ball fella.